Stagnation. Welcome back to the channel. Oh man, the stream is delayed for sure. We're having some loading issues this morning.
Technical issues, man.
Yes, sir. We hope you guys are having an amazing Monday this morning. And let's give it a moment for a few people to join us and we will get going. Double up. What's happening today,
Champion, man. It's a beautiful Monday morning up in the East Coast. We are about to talk about the real thing, man. Imagine the nation's capital, where all the dollars get printed.
Man, oh man.
And we're talking all this mess.
We're talking conspiracy theories. We're talking conspiracy theories, man.
We're coming for y'all.
We're in there. Let's see. I don't know if there's something wrong with our stream. I know.
Yeah, it's doing some mess lately, but it shows that we're on.
Okay.
Yeah,
perfect. Well, let's get rolling with this situation then. So, ladies and gentlemen, obviously, let me stop the music here. There is this saying that to understand where you're going is good, or where you don't want to be, it is good to understand where you are coming from.
Where you came from.
Yes. And so, all too often during the show, we talk about, the banks and how the banks are controlling a lot of the many facets of our life and society. How the banks are really controlling the government. In this topic which we're covering today, and some of the articles, or at least the article which we'll be reading, and that comes up here, right? And some Rothschilds, let me issue and control a nation's money, and I don't care who writes its laws. This is something that um, is striking and very revealing in what we'll be talking about today. Take it away, Double Up.
Yes, today we're talking about banking, the banking revolution, and
Right.
how a tiny group of people had this strategy. And you can't hate a man for having a plan or having a goal.
No, I'm allowed to.
But his goal was so strong and authentic that he successfully implemented it, that it not only made himself super, super rich,
Right.
he now controls nations.
Mm.
And it got so rich, it plays both sides of wars, turn you against each other to enrich himself and his, I don't want to call it cronies, but his buddies.
Sounds like this person has put himself in God mode.
Oh,
right.
Say that again. God mode.
The Rothschild, I'm assuming, is what we're talking about here now.
It's just the beginning of it, right? It's one of them.
Oh man, incredible. Now, here's the thing. Let me just read some excerpts on this article which we have here.
Can we tell them where we got this from?
This is from Northwest Citizen?
Northwest Citizen.
Northwest Citizen wrote this.
Yep.
G.H. Kirsch is the author of this article here.
2009, imagine.
2009
and
when
it's
he wrote
happening
this.
Again.
When I was reading this, I looked at the date and I was like, man, I was wondering if this was something that was written recently. But it is insane how relevant it is, even at this point in time.
Yep.
From 2008, which just tells you that none of the issues have been resolved. But then we could say none of the issues have been resolved. Or is it just more of a case where the issues are not resolved because this is the plan and this is how this machine works?
Yep.
Right. In his autobiography, Benjamin Franklin wrote, the colonies will gladly have borne the little tax on tea and other matters had it not been that England took away from the colonies their money, which created unemployment and dissatisfaction. The inability of the colonies to get power to issue their own money permanently out of the hands of George III and the international bankers was the prime reason for the Revolutionary War. We have El Demnamel in the house. We're still waiting for you to join us on the show, brother. What's happening, man? Hit us up. When do you want to come on, man? We are ready for it. So let me roll back to, let me go back here a little bit. I'll stop sharing here. We have Reno Gamble in the house. It says, Grand Rising Brothers, thanks for putting out the content. Respect. Hey, we appreciate it, champion, man. We really I appreciate it. That means a lot to us. BK Crypto in the house, of course. Have our shirts gone here?
I have to go check the mail.
Oh yeah, let's see.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
and is supposed to be in the mail as well.
I know, man. Mail time is always once a month. Um, and of course we have Reno Gamble. He says, "Preach, come on, man." That's what I'm talking about. Let's get
Take up to church on the Monday morning, man.
take us to church, right? Um, yeah, but carry on, double O.
Yeah. So as we read this article on the Northwest Citizen, it
Right,
literally brings out a lot, right? And as we look at the history of America, the history of the world, really,
right.
and the old banking system, a lot gets revealed.
Mhm.
There's this section in this article that says fractional reserve banking,
Right.
right? Which a lot of people are starting to learn about now, thanks to this old bank failures.
Mhm.
It's not new. It's been there from the creation of central banking from day one. In fact, it allows for the creation of money from thin air. What does that remind you of?
Uh, Violating physics, theft, counterfeiting,
Okay.
Federal Reserve.
I thought you were going to say Ethereum.
Yeah, that is counterfeiting. Yeah, that's called a scam.
Like,
Okay, carry on.
it said in the US today, banks still are only required to have 10% reserve.
Right.
So you put your money in there and they only required to keep 10% of it. Banking is profitable because if they charge borrowers 5%
Mhm.
on a $100 loan, the $5 they received in interest is actually 50% return on their principal.
Because realistically, the rest of the money that they gave you really does not exist.
So now, do you now understand why we now had a lot of bankers in the crypto space? Because now they had
Ah,
access to your money.
this is what they do. They're good at this.
Ah,
This is their game.
that is what FTX did with your money, the
Oh,
old banking scheme. So the bankers now came into the Bitcoin and the crypto space and implemented the same strategy to make themselves super rich.
oh my goodness. Listen to this. This is one that really gets me. Rothschild quickly discovered royalty was far more profitable than loaning to individuals. Monopoly on the
Yeah.
hey. Connectivity issues.
Oh man, hopefully.
Uh, and secured by the nation's taxes. So we could just throw this money at the government, and in the event where they cannot pay it, they'll just take it from the people and pass it on to us,
Mhm.
right? So he immediately set out to monopolize this area. In 1769, he was given permit, a sign in front of his business premises declaring it to be
This
that.
saw the opportunity and he jumped on it.
That's
It didn't
capitalism.
care. It
Yeah,
didn't care about what impact it was going to have.
absolutely.
And there are people out there doing this.
You make a very strong point because I think that is the mindset that we all need,
Yeah.
right? These people have the audacity to just see things and decided that that is what I want and I'm going to go get it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the same thing that we all have to apply to ourselves when we look at our personal, just in our personal lives, our
Mm-hmm.
personal goals,
Yep.
and especially our money.
Mm-hmm.
With Bitcoin, I think Bitcoin is doing the exact same thing, giving you that ability to decide that I'm just going to not participate in this financial system that these people have set. Clearly, they've set up a scheme, right? And nobody knows the rules because, as you can see, they keep changing the rules and
Mm-hmm.
blocking everyone else from competing with them.
Yep.
You cannot compete with these people, is the most
Oh,
important part.
you want to say what the story about
What
people trying
happens
to
when you
come?
compete? tell, tell us what happens when
We'll
you
get there.
compete.
We'll get there. We'll get there in a little bit, man.
Right?
We'll get there in a little bit.
Gotcha. Carry on.
So this article, we should probably share it in the link with everybody.
Yeah.
This article here talks about how they literally control the banks. They went through Congress And people are like, oh, Hamilton was the great guy, was the great guy in American history. No, it's the banks trying to sell you that story. Hamilton was the tool used by the Rothschild to
Mm,
push central banking in America.
mm,
This is after they won the Revolutionary War, and we're trying to figure out how do we create our currency, how
of
do we
course.
manage our
Of
currency.
course.
Hamilton was one that brought the Bank of England back into the U.S. to now control. Actually, he used only not only at the time $500,000 is a lot of money. To implement the first Bank of America, which is the New York Bank of America back in the day. And exactly what we talked about fractional banking was what they did. But guess what? The first year this was implemented, not surprisingly, right? Inflation, depression. For 7 years.
Mm,
7 years you already failed.
that's
So
incredible.
which is I think CBDCs. Like they might implement CBDCs and CBDCs will fail, boom, right away. Fast pace the crashing of the banks. Yeah.
Well,
Mm.
the sound is good. Feels like the sound problem on this side. We're gonna go with that soundboard, man.
We're gonna get a soundboard,
Yeah,
yeah.
because voice meter is at this point I've given up. I've
Oh yes.
tried it all.
Yo.
I've given up.
We're talking about banks. Of course it's gonna glitch.
Exactly. They
They've
track.
tapped into our network,
They're
man. These guys are
tracking
talking about
us.
us today.
They're tracking us.
Let's
They're
glitch
tracking
up.
us. They're on our neck now, man. Gotcha. Let's read some comments before we push on here. Already 9:14. Man, time is flying too
Too,
fast,
too
man.
quick, man. Too quick. Too quick. Too much to
Hey,
talk about.
what's up, Virgo? Hope everything is going well, sir. Uh, look at that. Some communication going on, some chit chat, man. This is a message for you, Virgo. See, I'm Virgo's secretary now. Right. Getting that Monday morning Bitcoin coffee with a dash of crypto. Yes, sir. All right. Yes. We hope this sound is no longer glitching. But jeez, man, I don't know what to do with this sounding at this point, man. We'll upgrade to some stronger situations. All right. So smash the likes buttons, by the way. We keep forgetting to say that. We
Mm-hmm.
have to please like the
Yep.
video, and
Yep.
all
Yep.
that good stuff. Right. Well, let's push on. Where are we double up?
All talking about Hamilton and how Hamilton helped push the Federal Reserve banking
Right.
into government, right? And of course, Jefferson was counter Jefferson and Madison was counter that little argument. These people take over, man. You guys about to see some serious mess. Um, and what did Hamilton say, or what did Jefferson say? Let me see. I'm trying to pull up a quote here. Madison was like, history records that money changers have used every form of abuse,
Yep.
intrigue, deceit, and violent means possible to maintain their control over government by controlling money and its issuance. We've
Absolutely.
seen that in America. We saw what we did to Tel Aviv. What's it called? The African guy that was trying to print gold. Um,
Which guy is this?
uh,
Print gold is
uh,
making fake gold.
no. Oh, it was going to make gold the reserve currency for Africa.
Dude, there's been multiple
That
African leaders who have
Obama
attempted
killed.
this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's been multiple African leaders who have attempted to make gold.
Reserve currency.
For their own nations. Gaddafi was definitely one of them.
Yeah, Gaddafi
There's a
guy.
list of African presidents. We actually did a video on this a while back. When these presidents attempt to move away from the
US dollar.
currency, right? There's also the French franc, right,
Yep.
which is forced down upon various
African
countries,
countries. Yep.
like the country where I come from, Cameroon. We're using the French franc, right? And the moment you try to deviate from that, you get taken out. It's not even a question. It's like clockwork, right? And these people are also holding the reserve of all these other African nations. And for any African nation to transact with another country
Mm-hmm.
globally, they have to get permission, right? So at least the French colonial nations, they
Mm-hmm.
have to get permission from like France or wherever is there in order to trade, which
Mm-hmm.
is absolutely asinine. This is where you cannot battle these people. When you look at how much of a grip these people have on the financial system, this is a losing battle. and you have to pick your wars. You have to pick your battles, right? Personally, I don't care to be dying or getting shot or getting tracked down by some people because they want to keep everyone on their financial system. I'd rather just opt out,
Yeah,
do
I think
something else,
I
and
think
move
it's
on.
the best way. Like when I moved back to Nigeria, and people were like, "Oh, you want to start a business and run a business in the same system?" I'm like,
Yeah,
"No, you have to run a business kind of side by side the current system, and people will eventually see
absolutely,
and prefer a better system than the current system."
absolutely,
And that is what Jefferson actually tried to do at the time. So Jefferson was like, "Hey, if American people only understood the rank injustice of our money and banking system,
right?
there will be a revolution before morning." Guess what? A few weeks later, they almost killed him. 1835. Almost assassinated. But again, Jackson survived, but guess what? The next president, which was Garfield, that guy got killed. He tried. So they've not only tried to kill, they've killed two presidents over money. JFK was killed over in releasing
Yeah, he
the
was
silver
doing. Yeah, so he
certificates.
was doing some silver certificates, and the idea really is just like, hey, okay, banks, if your idea is so great, let's put it up against something else and let it compete.
Yep.
And whichever one is better will come out on top. This is what capitalism is, isn't
Hmm.
it? This
Yep.
is what they claim to love,
They don't want to compete
right?
though.
But they don't have a choice now because you cannot shut down Bitcoin. They are forced to compete
Hmm.
and they are losing.
Garfield said, "Whosoever realize that the entire system is very easily controlled one way or another by a few powerful men at the top, you will not have to be told how periods of inflation or depression originates." This is
Absolutely.
the old increasing interest rates, decreasing interest rate that power does, the god
Yeah.
of fiat.
Yeah.
Boom, they killed him.
It's manipulation of money. You fuck with people's money, you fuck with their emotions,
Yep,
you fuck with their emotions, you fuck with their destiny. It goes
that's
on and on and on, man. It
that's why I
never
would say it's
stops.
better to just opt out than try to fight the system. These
Yeah.
people have fought the system and they've been killed.
Yeah, you cannot battle the system. Which, if we're all on the Bitcoin standard, who are they going to kill?
I kill everybody. You know what? It's funny though. If they can drop the entire nation, maybe they're gonna try to dump a bomb on all of America that adopts Bitcoin, or go and blow up El Salvador or something.
Where are they gonna? Where are they gonna? Yeah, there are certain plans. Maybe my mind is just not there yet. But so far, I don't see them winning yet. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's read some comments and then we gotta wrap it up.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
got
yeah,
to
yeah,
go.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah,
I gotta clock into work. I'm sorry. I'm still a 9 to 5, bro. You know what I'm saying? Last thing I want is my manager at McDonald's roll up there and they're throwing a fish pie at me. Why are you late? You know? Let's go. All right, so let's read some comments here. You need the Bitcoin on the fairs. What is the fairs? You need Bitcoin on the fairs. What is the fairs?
yeah. It might be another. I don't know.
Yeah, what is that? I don't know what that is. Right. So we have another comment here from Virgo. It says, "Men, there have been so many stories regarding the
Oh,
BRICS
lately
nations." Huh? Yes, they have
with
been.
the bricks.
We're talking about BRICS when they started forming this thing. When
Yeah.
was this? Years ago.
This December, we started talking about BRICS and BRICS
Yeah,
Plus. Everybody's talking
and
about it now, but
it's
it's still
crazy.
gonna be the same thing though. It's still gonna be
It,
central control. You're gonna go yuan. You're gonna go to
yes.
China.
Now,
Come on, man.
now here's a crazy thing about BRICS. As much as I admire their bravery and their initiative to split and create their own system, when you look at those countries, their leadership, at least, right? And
Authoritarian, man.
okay,
That's simple answer
listen,
for that.
man.
You're screwed with the BRICS approach.
Listen, man. They say sometimes the devil you know is better than the one you do not
She
know,
about to
right?
go to World War. Gonna make the money from World War III. Rothschild. China,
Listen,
yeah, gonna.
go down. Hmm?
Nah, man. I'm never gonna entertain about.
Listen, man. That is something I've thought about.
I can't
Like,
go to
I
China
don't, I don't
anymore.
think that is going to be better. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I sort of let's move on here. Um, let's see. What does that man say? It's literally a shift in geopolitical hegemony.
Nope.
New day is upon us. Sorry about that, guys. Something popped up and we both looked at it at the same time. Like, yeah. New World Order. Bush Senior bragged about. This is the real New World Order. It is, but I also like for us to recognize that with this new war order, it also means a new war order for us. We must push our own plan forward. We cannot
Exactly.
just sit back and watch
Just
these
like the
people do
Rothschild, right?
everything.
But for
Yes,
good.
Eh, for good. This
Yeah,
is true.
exactly.
Well, I don't. Yeah,
I mean,
that's a
Rothschild had the
complicated one.
plan. He implemented it successfully.
This is true. He
You know,
did.
we
He
just
did.
gotta implement our own Bitcoin strategies successfully
Be
too.
be ambitious. Stay on your path. Listen, if your dedication is Ethereum, don't waver. The best person will win. Okay. Let's talk about the African data. Absolutely. Uh, this is my conversation. Sucks my ISP is taking a crap. It might not even be your ISP. It
It's
might be
us. It's
ours.
us, man. We're talking about banks and they're coming
Exactly.
after us.
Hey, El Demnam says, looks like I got it. Yes, I got a fresh cut. Not only did I get a fresh cut, I painted, as you can see. So, Fabric is just A1 activity. Incredible.
We'll
Can't
put
get
it.
enough of it. Yeah, right. So, any final thoughts before we close this one out, sir?
Well, 2008 was the most recent one, financial crash that we know. We actually have a major financial crash going on right now. We'll just call it the silent financial crash
Yeah.
because we have a president that is the best liar ever. He's been in government so long.
Mm.
He's really, really good at keeping stuff underneath the table. Would have killed Barack if he
Yeah.
had gone against the bank. That is why he gave the banks all that money and rescued them in 2008.
Of course.
And of course, Biden's not going to let the banks fail. They're just going to push us more towards CBDCs. But we have to come to the realization that we either opt out as soon as possible before the implementation of CBDCs that might limit your ability to buy or access Bitcoin.
Right.
Not financial advice, but we see history repeating itself. We've gone to war over this before, and we might go to war over, and your access and control of your value is going to be removed from you again. So it's up to you to make the
Again.
decision.
Absolutely. Exit the system. I agree with that. So many great comments here, man. Everyone is on point with this stuff.
Yeah.
Love it. It's absolutely incredible. I have down. You guys let me know so I can assemble traveling straight down to Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, incredible morning. I hope you have a powerful week. I'm gonna be going on a cruise soon.
Telling people that, man. I tell you, man.
They don't know which cruise I'm going on. It does not
Titanic,
matter.
man. They took some people out to create that Federal Reserve.
I'm going on the retro Federal Reserve.
Exactly.
I said the retro Federal Reserve, the retro Titanic. There we go. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, please like our video, subscribe. We are on where are we? Um, Facebook, StackFin, Twitter, StackFin. What is the other one? We'll
Instagram
ban on
banners.
Instagram. Yeah, and then we're also on
Spotify.
Spotify,
Stack.
Okay. Please like, share, subscribe. If you've not subscribed to our channel yet, listen, we're at 600 subscribers. It is an incredible thing. It's powerful, man.
Slowly but surely.
Listen, one day at a time. We've been waking up every day on videos. I'm just at this point where it has become second nature and we're coasting. So from here, it's only next level up. Until next time, Brazen out.
00